What's good? It's your boy We Review Dread back with another one. Today we have a special one. We're gonna be going over hemp wraps. If you don't know, hemp wraps is the type of roll just like blunt, paper, all that type of shit. But hemp wrap is totally different in terms of its properties, how it smokes, where it come from, etc. It's very different from blunt and all the other shit. But we gonna get into it. Origin Jamaica. In Jamaica, it was like, you know what I'm saying, they would grow the loud, but eventually they would be like, you know what, because sometimes you could have a shortage of papers or not access to whatever the situation is. They would be like, you know what, let's take, you know what I'm saying, part of basically the marijuana plant and let's smoke it in there. So that's what a hemp wrap is. Hemp comes from marijuana. It's part of the marijuana, the cannabis plant. Cannabis plant got different faculties. Everybody know that type shit. If you know, you know. But it comes from beautiful Jamaica, and they would use hemp wraps, just taken from the same plant that they grew, all in one when they needed to smoke some. It makes sense because it's right there. If you need to burn, you know what I'm saying, you take from that plant, whatever. But a lot of people don't know hemp is behind a lot of shit. A lot of things, like besides loud, hemp has something to do with. But the thing about hemp wraps is they totally different. You got flavored joints, you got all type of shit, but the experience is just totally different. They smoke way slower, so to speak, than a typical blunt or Fano or whatever, or joint. They smoke way slower. I'll say they smoke amongst the slowest. Then when it comes to these shits, I'm just gonna keep it real. It's similar to a blunt, but I would just say maybe like taste wise is a bit different, and then the texture is like real different. And one of the biggest differences is it's heavier in CBD than the blunt. So because hemp wrap is because the hemp wrap is marijuana, because it comes from the marijuana plant, the cannabis plant, it has a higher degree of CBD. Of course, a blunt or anything like that's not going to have CBD, so it has a higher degree of CBD than if you smoked a blunt. So when you smoke a hemp wrap, you basically smoking weed twice, real talk, because it comes from the plant, you rolling it up. So if you smoke these, you're going to be more relaxed and more sedated than if you had just smoked a blunt. Meaning more relaxed and sedated, as in like your body, so to speak. Off a blunt, you're gonna feel more like, it's gonna hit your body more because of the tobacco. But when you smoke hemp wraps, you're gonna feel more relaxed and sedated, especially like the high. The reason why I say sedated is because the CBD is gonna really relax you. Even if you feel higher off a blunt, you're gonna feel more relaxed, especially if you lay down. Period. And then also, I have to say this, it's way healthier. It's referred to as like a vegan blunt or whatever people want to call it, but it's way healthier than a blunt because you don't have no tobacco, no nicotine, no nothing. So you can smoke these in the long term. Durable. It's way healthier. But it smokes slower. Of it is different than a blunt. It's very durable too. It's softer. That's one thing I want to say about this. It's durable. The blunt is not soft like a paper. It's kind of like, it kind of feels like fabric a bit. That's the way I would describe it. It kind of feels like fabric. And what's interesting is there's fabrics that come from hemp. Like I said earlier in the video, you know what I'm saying? The cannabis plant is responsible for a lot of things. You can just Google it. So basically, it's softer, but it got, a fabric type feel. So basically, when you take this shit, you take it out the pack, however it is. Rolling it up is basically easy. If you know how to roll a blunt or a joint, similar. You could do it like a blunt, but you could also do it like a joint, but you don't want to use too much. You want to just put it right over the flap, so to speak. But basically, it's healthier. The high is like, oh my gosh. It's similar to a blunt, but it's really all in the head, so to speak, because no tobacco. But the high can be very strong in the head. It can be very serious because when you smoke, like I said, the hemp and then the loud, that's marijuana twice. So you're gonna get high as hell. You're gonna be, lit. It's a certain type of real serious head high. It really hits you there. And then if you into spliffs, oh my gosh. If you throw the grabber in the hemp wrap, it actually smokes best with the hemp wrap. It smokes better in the hemp wrap than it does in the paper. You have to fucking try it. If you throw that shit in a hemp wrap, you throw grabber in a hemp wrap, yo, oh my gosh. I swear it's going to be a slow smoke, but it's going to be, the hemp and the grabber, it's like, yo, goes hand in hand. You got to try it. Thanks for watching the video today. Subscribe.